Be quiet now.
I just started. I'm about to check it.
Fine.
Hey, them brothers on the other side be tuning in.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, but we good.
Okay. All right, Shalom. All right, first
Shalom.
and foremost, give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the Akiam, to the elect that are scattered throughout the four corners of this earth, preaching the truth and faith and in sincerity. All right, we're the brothers from GMS Houston. We're coming back to you with the part 2 of the Ezekiel 37, just as we promised. All right, and as you see from the title right here, it says the reunion of Judah and Israel. All right, this is basically what the rest of the chapter is going to be going into. The kingdom joining back together, so on and so on. All right. So we'll get it straight into it. If you ain't got nothing to add up.
Right. Yeah, man. As it went into, verses 1 through 14, right? It spoke about how Jacob was lost, but then the Most High gave us His Spirit pretty much to join the tribes back together through the gospel, and that's what's happening, man. And this portion of the lesson, okay, is going to go into the 12 tribe chart, and just once again the reunion of Judah and Israel. Okay, because you have to keep in mind that the tribes have split into two kingdoms. All right, after the death of King Solomon, during the reign of Rehoboam, the tribes broke up, and pretty much became into two, right? And it was a lot of infighting going on with Jake. They was killing each other, putting each other into captivity. It was bad, man. Okay, but the Lord, all right, through His Spirit, man, He sent His Son and gave that sacrifice so that Jake can be joined back together. And that's what's happening through the gospel, man. All right, the tribes are coming back, and that middle wall of partition has been broken. And now all 12 tribes are coming back, man. Okay, mainly the elect of Israel. Okay, so go ahead, Doc. You are muted, bro. Oh, okay.
Is Ezekiel 37 and 15. It says, "The word of Yahweh came again unto me, saying, Moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick and write upon it." It says, "For Judah and for the children of Israel, his companions. Then take another stick and write upon it, for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel, and his companions, and join them one to another, and to one stick, and they shall become one in thine hand." Hey, and this is what's happening right in these times that we're in. All right, this is what's going into the 12 tribes sign, right? Which you got a lot of people that come up against it, right? But the scriptures is basically just lined it out, and this is what we will be doing, right, in the last days. This is how we was going to, show our people who they were, right? This is according to prophecy.
Right. And but you don't mind, I'll get that word stick in the Hebrew.
Let's see.
Yeah, it should be itazah.
Yep. It says tree, wood, timber, stock, plank, stock, stick, gallows, right?
Right.
Plank.
Right. And in other scriptures, it means, stick or timber, but and this is here, it's talking about plank, okay, which is a piece of wood, man, in which we write out the 12 tribes upon that, okay? And brothers have that chart out on the highways and the byways. Okay, you should have it out there because it's a commandment from Yahweh Bash and Yahweh Shai. And so on the highways and byways, okay, brothers have their chart out there to show our people who they are, man. Okay, we have our slave names on there, and then we have the 12 tribes on there, man, who we are, okay? And we match up the names and the tribes to the spirit, man, to show Jake who they are according to prophecy. All right? I'll go here, brother.
Kind of had precept.
Okay.
In Jeremiah 50:1, it says, the word that Yahweh spake against Babylon and against the land of Chaldeans by Jeremiah the prophet, right? Speaking about Babylon, which we know that this is talking about, Babylon today. So when you go down to verse 4, right? Let me show you that it's talking about Babylon today, because when you go to verse 33, it said, thus said Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were pressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast, that they refused to let them go. Ancient Babylon, all of the tribes weren't together in ancient Babylon. Right? It was just the southern kingdom. Right? The northern kingdom was with the Assyrians. So this is talking about something else, right? This new Babylon today, the virgin daughter of Babylon. Verse 4 says, in those days and in that time said Yahweh, the children of Israel shall come, they and the children of Judah together, going and weeping, and they shall go and seek Yahweh their God. They shall ask the way to Zion with their faces thitherward, saying, come and let us join ourselves to Yahweh in the perpetual covenant that shall not be forgotten. So you see that the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom, we always going to be together over here, right, with each other. So that's why the tribes, or on the sign, we put all the tribes on there. So all of the tribes can see, right, who they are. Right.
Right. Yeah, man. And it's a beautiful thing, because hey man, we've been down and out for a long time as a people, man. All right. So to get our inheritance back, our identity back is a powerful thing. And it's all through the spirit of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, man. All right. I got a quick precept to here. This is Jeremiah chapter 3. Okay. Jeremiah chapter 3. And I'll start at the 15th verse. It says, Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 15, and I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. And this is what brothers are doing out on the highways and byways, man. Got the 12 tribe sign, breaking the scriptures down, giving you the truth, all right? According to how Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai want this thing to be taught, man. It says, verse 16, and it shall come to pass when ye be multiplied and increase in the land in those days, said the Lord Yahweh, they shall say no more, the ark of the covenant of Yahweh, neither shall it come to mind, neither shall they remember it, neither shall they visit it, neither shall that be done anymore. And the reason being is because Yahweh Shai, he's the ark of the covenant now. Okay? If you better read, about Yahweh Shai in the Gospels, okay, when he was, laid in his tomb, man, it tells you how that when who there was, Mary Magdalene, I believe, went inside there, or it was a John or Peter. No, it was a Mary, I believe, and she saw an angel sitting at where his head was at, and an angel sitting where his feet was at, man. Okay, which represented him being the Ark of the Covenant. It says, verse 17, at that time they shall call Jerusalem the throne of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And we're heading into that time, man, in the kingdom, to where our Lord, his government is going to be established in the earth, man. Okay? It says, and all the nations shall be gathered unto it, to the name of Yahweh, to Jerusalem. That's what happened in the kingdom of heaven, man. That's not happening right now. And this is a telltale sign that those mighty mouses over there, okay, those small hats are not the true Israelites, man. All nations are not going to the land of Israel to get the word from them. Everybody hate them people, man, because they know that they're frauds. It says, neither shall they walk anymore after the imagination of their evil heart. And a key point here, it says, in those days, the house of Judah shall walk with the house of Israel, and they shall come together out of the land of the north to the land that I have given for an inheritance unto your fathers. And we're seeing this, man. Both Judah and Israel, okay, are walking together, man. And it's all through the gospel, okay? It's all through prophecy, man. It's a beautiful thing. All right, go ahead, brother.
Ezekiel 37 So back at 16. Moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick and write upon it for Judah, and for the children of Israel, his companions, and take another stick and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel, his companions, and join them one to another into one stick, and they shall become one in thine hand. And when the children of thy people shall speak unto thee, saying, Wilt thou not show us what thou meanest by these? Say, hey,
Right.
you see, hey, you got it up.
No. Go ahead, brother.
Now I was gonna say, hey, the sign was gonna be a key thing, a part of this ministry, right? Hey, because when you go to Matthew, let's see, 4, and I'm gonna start at 18. And Yahweh walking by the Sea of Galilee saw two brethren, Simon called Peter and Andrew his brother, casting a net into the sea, for they were fishers. And he said unto them, Follow me, and I will make you fishers of men. All right, going into teaching this truth. All right, because the word is going to be that bait. Right, but also right here, the sign was going to bait, a lot of our people in, because they were going to see, you know, um, their true nationality, and also, the name that was given, right, by, our captors, right? Then they was going to say, hold on, what this talking about? What he's saying? I'm Judah, or I'm Issachar, or Manasseh. They gonna want to inquire about it, right? That's why the sign's supposed to be out there. That's gonna lure them in, and then we can further expound on everything. But you got it, brother.
Right, yeah. Just backing you up out, yeah, man. Jake see that sign and they started to inquire, because it's something they never seen before or heard before, man. They're like, bro, like, how you come up with that? And so we go through the scriptures, man. Go through the curses, all right? Go through artifacts, all right? I go through history, man, showing and proving who we are according to the scriptures, all right? And those of our people who are of the hopefully elect, they get it and come into this thing, man. But 2/3 of our people turn their backs and continue to be Negroes and Latinos, man. All right? And it's written, okay, they happen that way. But those of us of the hopefully elect will further inquire about that 12 tribe sign, man. And that's a powerful sign, bro. All right. Even though, saying Jake look at it and they talk, stuff about it, saying, oh, man made it, da 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 da. Bro, that was all through the spirit of Yahweh by Shema Hawashai, man. Okay, man can just come up with that. Okay? That's the Lord, bro. It's prophecy. We're reading it right now. But Jake gonna scoff. Go ahead, brother.
God, the Lord uses men, right, to do his work.
Yeah.
It's always been that way. But verse 19, it says, Say unto them, Thus saith Yahweh power, Behold, I will take the stick of Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim, in the tribe of Israel, his fellows, and will put them with him, even with the stick of Judah, and make them one stick, and they shall be one in mine hand.
Right.
It says, And the sticks where thou writest shall be in thine hand before thine eyes. Now, hey, this goes into again, and we brought it out last week in Baruch, right? Because it says it shall be in thine hand, before their eyes, and this is part of remembering ourselves. Go to Baruch 2 and 29. If you will not hear my voice, surely this very great multitude shall be turned into a small number among the nations where I will scatter them. For I knew that they will not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivity, they shall remember themselves. And remembering ourselves, we're going to remember who we are. That's the beginning of all of it, right? Remembering who we are, seeing that sign, right? That's a key thing, like I said, to have. Right? If you are teaching our people, you got to let them know who they are.
Right.
Right? I had another quick one. Deuteronomy 30:1, and it shall come to pass when all these things are come upon thee, the blessing and the curse which I have set before thee, that thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations, whither Yahweh thy power hath driven thee. So we're going to call all these things to mind, right? And the 12 tribes chart, right, was going to be the spark of it all, right? That's the beginning of you, being born again, casting off, the names of your captivity, the government, that the Esau gave you, right, and clinging on to your heritage.
Right. Yeah.
Uh, but it says back here in Ezekiel, it says, verse 21, and say unto them, thus said Yahweh Power, behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen, whither they be gone, and will gather them on every side and bring them into their own land. Because it said we are scattered amongst the heathen. It's like we read last week also in Deuteronomy. But also I can get that in Tobit,
Con.
Tobit 13:3. It says, confess him before the Gentiles, the children of Israel, for he has scattered us among them, right, as a curse. So we are throughout all the earth, right, living amongst these different nations, right, and looking like them. You see, but it all goes back to the spirit, to the seed, right, that makes you an Israelite.
Yeah.
And also, you got brothers and that look like these different nations, that we even see the sign and it still resonate with them. Like that's the spirit drawing them onto it because they are Israelites.
Right.
You have
Yeah.
something?
No, yeah, man. And this is why you got brothers, all around the world, man, setting up shop, all right, setting up camps with the 12 tribe sign, man. It's all prophecy, bro. Okay. And it's for to bring Jake back together, man. All right, from every side. And it's starting with the gospel. The gospel is doing the heavy work, man. Okay, but Yahweh Shai, he's gonna come back and physically gather brothers and sisters, man. As it says in the Holy Scriptures, brother. And I'll grab that real fast here in Matthew's 24. Matthew's 24, starting at verse 29. It says, immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And the point is this, verse 31, and he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. So our Lord Yahweh Shai is going to command the angels to gather brothers and sisters, man. Okay? When he come back. But guess what? Those are the ones that he's going to gather. They're going to have this truth, man. Have this word. All right, first. Okay? I'll go ahead, Doc.
Come on. All right, verse 22, it says, and I will make them one nation in the land upon the mountains of Israel, and one king shall be king to them all, and they shall be divided, and there shall be no more two nations, neither shall they be divided into two kingdoms anymore at all. It's like you mentioned earlier about the divisions, the division of the southern kingdom and the northern kingdom, going back, to Rehoboam and Jeroboam, right? Because Rehoboam, he didn't want to take the counsel of the men that were with Solomon, right? They tried to give him some wise counsel on how to handle the situation, with the northern tribes, but he didn't take counsel, and he took the counsel from the young men that was with him, right? And they basically led him down the wrong way, even though he was set up to the spirit to happen that way, and that caused the division between, all right, the southern kingdom and the northern kingdom, right? From that day forward, they're like, bro, we don't want nothing to do with y'all,
Right.
and it been that way, right? And it was prophesied, before that even happened, right, to Jeroboam that he was going to get 10 tribes, right? And then Solomon was going to get the rest. Hey, that's how the Lord set it up to happen that way. And now, hey, the Lord is bringing everything back together in these times after all them years, bro. That's why, hey, this is great.
Right, right. Y'all got a priest up here, all right?
Con,
Right? Because what's being set up is the throne of David, man. All right. Tabernacle of David being set back up in the earth. Okay. This is Amos chapter 9, verse 11. It says, "In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen." And when did it fall, man? When the tribes divided up, okay, and became two. But the Lord said what? That He's going to raise up the tabernacle of David. This is what's happening right now, brothers, through the gathering of the brothers and sisters, man. All right, through the gospel. It says, "And close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old." This was happening right now. David's kingdom is being raised up. All right, go ahead, Doc.
con. This is back in Ezekiel 37 and 22. Right? Hey, because only the elect is really going to be raised up, because that's going into the elect, right? The house of David. Right? You're not going to have any 2/3 or any heathen a part of that. Right? They're gonna want to be a part of that, right? But hey, they're not gonna be able to, because like I said in the book of what was it, Ezra, right? Hey, you ain't got no part in building this temple unto our God, right? But it says, hey, verse 22, of Israel, and one king shall be king to them all. It says, and they shall be no more two nations, neither shall they be divided into two kingdoms anymore at all. Neither shall they defile themselves any more with their idols, nor with their detestable things, nor with any of their transgressions. It says, but I will save them. Hey, because the Lord is gonna cleanse us up.
Right,
Right? You can go to Ezekiel 36, the previous chapter. Right?
right,
And verse 24, for I will take you from among the heathen and gather you out of all countries, and will bring you into your own land. Then will I sprinkle clean water upon you, and ye shall be clean. From all your filthiness and from all your idols will I cleanse you. And we are being cleansed through the word, right now, right before we get the ultimate cleanse, which is the new covenant, right?
right,
Because the water is the word. All right, so we are cleansing our ways, as much as possible right now. Right, then Yahweh Shah is going to perfect us. Right, the next verse says, "A new heart also will I give you, and a new spirit will I put within you. And I will take away the stony heart out of your flesh, and I will give you an heart of flesh." Right, so you're going to take away that basically sin out of us. Right, the nature, to rebel, right, to go against the commandments, to go off, right, and we'll be programmed to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. The Lord is going to perfect us, right? He's going to put righteousness within us, and we're going to be able to keep it perfectly. You have something up?
wow, go ahead, brother.
There's, verse 20. Well, I got to finish this off.
Yeah, 23. Yeah.
37, 23. Neither shall they defile themselves any more with their idols, nor with the detestable things, nor with any of their transgressions. For I will save them out of all their dwelling places.
Right. And that goes, this scripture here show and prove who salvation is for, man. Without a shadow of a doubt. It's telling who he's going to save, man. He's going to save us from among the heathen, man, and all our dwelling places, okay? Right now, me and his brother is in Houston, man.
Right.
And Lord willing, if we be of the elect, guess what? Those angels are going to come here and save us, man. All right? All the brothers and sisters who believe. So this is cut proof, man. All right? This is prophecy. Christians won't address these scriptures, man. Go ahead, brother.
God. It says, but I will save them out of all their dwelling places wherein they have sinned, and will cleanse them. So shall they be my people, and I will be their God. It says, and David my servant shall be king over them, and they shall have one shepherd. They shall also walk in my judgments and observe my statutes and do them. Right. So he says David, the Most High is going to make David the king. And because it's the tabernacle of David, right? So how
Right.
can you have a tabernacle of David? How can the tabernacle of David be raised up without David? Right. Hey, and you can go here to Jeremiah 30:8, for it shall come to pass, and that day says Yahweh of hosts, I will break his yoke from off thy neck, and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him. Hey, the Most High is going to free us from this captivity, because Jeremiah 37 goes into the time of Jacob's trouble. After Jacob's trouble, shortly after that, you have things that are going to come to pass, and then we're going to be in the kingdom again. That's when we're going to be free from this captivity. But it says, but they shall serve Yahweh their God, and David their king, whom I will raise up unto them. So the tabernacle of David is being raised up, but David is going to be raised up as well.
Right.
All right. All right. You can go back to verse 25. Right. It says, and they shall dwell in the land that I have given unto Jacob my servant, wherein your fathers have dwelt. And they shall dwell therein, even they and their children and their children's children forever. And my servant David shall be their prince forever.
Right. Oh man. For forever and ever, bro. We're gonna be there in that land, bro. Our children's children are gonna be able to inherit that land. That's the blessing that's coming for us, brothers and sisters. But we're gonna get about this captivity, man. Okay, our time is coming. All right, to shine, to have true freedom, man. This is what the Lord is promising us. Okay. This is what he told Abraham, that he would give his seed that land for an everlasting possession. Okay. You know what, but let me get that precept real quick. Genesis 17. Because this is fulfillment of it. Genesis 17, I'll get right here to the point. Genesis 17, and and I'll start at verse 7. It says, and I will establish my covenant between me and thee, and thy seed after thee in their generations for an everlasting covenant, to be a God unto thee, and to thy seed after thee. And I will give unto thee and to thy seed after thee the land wherein thou art a stranger, all the land of Canaan, for an everlasting possession, and I will be their God. So once we're saved, man, and go back to that land, we will possess that land forever, all right? For eternity. Nobody will ever take that land from us again, man. Go ahead, Doc.
Should lead me to 2 Samuel 7:10. All right, it says, moreover, I will appoint a place for my people Israel, and will plant them, that they may dwell in a place of their own, and move no more. Neither shall the children of wickedness afflict them anymore as before time. So we're gonna get that land back, and hey, that's gonna be all, bro. Hey, we're not gonna ever be taken out of the land again. We're not gonna ever be, taken into captivity again, because the only reason we were plucked out of the land, when you go to Deuteronomy 28, is because of the curses and our disobedience. But we had the law, statutes, and commandments, put within us to keep it perfectly, 100%. Hey, we will never be taken out of the land again. And we will be in rulership forever. That's why it's saying forever, because we will never have another downfall again.
All right. Yep.
All right, it says, verse 26, Ezekiel 37:26, moreover, I will make a covenant of peace with them. It shall be an everlasting covenant with them, and I will place them and multiply them, and will set my sanctuary in the midst of them forevermore.
Right. That he said an everlasting covenant. What's that talking about, man? The new covenant. Okay. That's only for the Israelites, as I just read in Genesis 17. But I wanted to get the a new covenant brother here real quick. Jeremiah 31. To show and prove once again, all right, to these Christians that the new covenant or New Testament is only for the Israelites, man, okay? Because the word testament and covenant can be interchangeable. But let's read and see who this new covenant is for, according to the Most High God, man. So this Jeremiah chapter 31, starting at verse 31, it says, "Behold, the days come, said the Lord Yahweh, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah." He didn't mention no other nation. Why didn't he say, "I'll make a covenant with the house of Israel, Judah, Edom, Moab, Ammon, Cush, Mizraim, Japhet"? He didn't say that, man, because it's not for them. It never was for them, okay? But the house of Israel and Judah, all right? Those two kingdoms, that split it up, man. But really, it's one nation of people, okay? It says, verse 32, "Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt, which my covenant they break, although I was an husband unto them, said Yahweh." Now, you Christians would agree that the Israelites broke that old covenant. No other nation broke that old covenant, man. So why would the Heavenly Father need to make a new covenant with you heathen nations if you never made one with you in the beginning? It doesn't make sense, man. But Christians don't think like that. Actually, they don't think at all, okay?
Right.
It says, verse 33, "But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel," meaning us as a whole, all 12 tribes, man. "After those days, said the Lord, I will put my law in their inward parts and write it in their hearts, and will be their God, and they shall be my people." Meaning what? He's going to pretty much program these laws, statutes, and commandments in our spirits, man, to where we'll never go off again, and we'll be perfect for eternity, man. Every single Israelite, okay? It says, "And they shall teach no more every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, Know the Lord Yahweh, for they shall all know me, from the least of them unto the greatest of them, said the Lord, for I will forgive their iniquity and I will remember their sins no more." So once we receive the new covenant, man, ain't no more holding count and making videos like this, bro. Trying to teach you. Every Israelite, man, woman, and child will know Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. So for all you guys who's saying that we're in the new covenant right now, you're a lost soul. Because I can go outside right now and find the nearest nigga and ask him about this truth, about Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, and more than likely he won't know. Huh? So that's it. So that's evident that we're not in a new covenant yet, man. All right, we're under grace, bro. Go ahead, Doc.
Go on. Verse 27, Ezekiel 37, 27. "My tabernacle also shall be with them, yea, I will be their God, and they shall be my people." And he said that in Revelation.
Right.
21:3. "And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and the Most High himself shall be with them and be their God."
Right.
Hey, the Most High gonna dwell with us, bro. That's why you ain't gonna need a physical temple. Hey, we gonna be the temple. The Lord is gonna be amongst us, and it's gonna be able to be seen, right, by the heathen. They're gonna be like, man, surely the Most High dealing with these people. How it's supposed how it's supposed to be, right? Like it says in Deuteronomy, the 4th chapter, or how they supposed to look at us. But we're gonna be glorified to a whole nother state, to a whole nother level. Right?
Can I got a precept too, brother?
All right.
This Leviticus chapter 26 and verse 12. Here I get to the point. Leviticus 26 verse 12. It says, verse 11. Verse 11. Excuse me. It says, "And I will set my tabernacle among them, and my soul shall not abhor you, and I will walk among you, and will be your God, and ye shall be my people. I am Yahweh your God, which brought you forth out of the land of Egypt, that ye should not be their bondmen, and I have broken the bands of your yoke and made you go upright." Once again, our God Yahweh will dwell amongst us, man. And that's what we're waiting on, okay? We're going to have the new bodies All right, to be able to be in the presence of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. All right, look, we can't go in these bodies, man, be amongst the Lord.
Right.
We'll disintegrate. Okay, we'll die.
Uh-huh.
So the Lord gonna give us brand new bodies, all right, to be able to be in His presence, man. All right, for eternity, bro. And that's bro, I'm waiting on that, man. I'm waiting. Go ahead, Doc.
Right. Because even when you go to the physical temple, that was our way to having access unto the Lord, right? Through the high priest, the Lord to come down right upon that mercy seat. Right. But the scriptures say that now we are the temple of the Lord. Was 1 Corinthians the 3rd chapter, right? Even the 6th chapter speaks about that our bodies are the temple. So all of us together, and we be that number of the elect, we that temple, the Lord is gonna dwell amongst us. His spirit and his presence is gonna be amongst us.
Right.
Right, verse 28, it said, and the heathen shall know that I, Yahweh, do sanctify Israel, when my sanctuary shall be in the midst of them forevermore.
Right. Heathen don't know, man. They're gonna see it. Okay. They're gonna see, all right, the glory of how by Shema Shai upon us, man. And they're gonna be terrified. Okay, they're gonna be terrified at the Israelites, man. All right, the angels gonna be present, chairs gonna be in the sky. Okay, yeah, how is I gonna physically be on the planet Earth, man? So they're gonna know. All right. And if you want to precept, but I got one here. This is Jeremiah chapter 33, starting at verse 6. Okay. It says, behold, I will bring it health and cure, and I will cure them and reveal unto them the abundance of peace and truth. And it's happening right now. Okay. It says, verse 7, and I will cause the captivity of Judah and the captivity of Israel to return, and will build them as at the first. Meaning what? The house of David, man. All right, the tabernacle of David being raised up as at the first, man. It says, verse 8, and I will cleanse them from all their iniquity, whereby they have sinned against me, and I will pardon all their iniquities, whereby they have sinned, and whereby they have transgressed against me. And how he's going to do that? Through the new covenant, man. All right. Our Lord Yahweh already made the sacrifice. All right, for us to be forgiven. But we're going to get that new covenant to completely, change our lives, man. Okay. It says, verse 9, and it shall be to me a name of joy, a praise, and an honor before all the nations of the earth, which shall hear all the good that I do unto them. So they're going to hear about it, man, and see it. How the Lord going to bring us from this low state that we're in right now into bringing us back to that Godhood, man, to that God-like state. It says, and they shall fear and tremble for all the goodness and for all the prosperity that I procure unto it. So they're going to be shook up by how the Lord going to bring us from that low state unto that glorified state, man. They're going to see it, bro. All right, from Jake being in the hood, low level, all right, or destroyed, unto us being glorified, man, as the sons and daughters of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, bro. All right, so you got it out.
I had to preach up Zechariah 8:21. And the inhabitants of one city shall go to another, saying, let us go speedily to pray before Yahweh and to seek Yahweh of hosts. So I will go also. Yea, many people and strong nations shall come to seek Yahweh of hosts in Jerusalem and to pray before Yahweh. Thus said Yahweh of hosts, in those days shall come to pass that 10 men shall take hold out of all languages of the nations, even take hold of a skirt of him that is a Jew, saying, we will go with you, for we have heard that the Most High is with you.
Right.
Like you said, they're going to see, and they're going to hear. Hey, because our law is going to go forth, just like it says in Isaiah, the 2nd chapter, right? Even in the book of Micah, right? Hey, they're going to see that power and that glory, right? You're going to have David raised back up. You're going to have Yahweh shot it, bro. It's like they ain't going to have no choice, bro.
Right.
They're going to be in fear. They're like, man, hey, we need to go do that, bro. I'm about to go over here and worship, do this and that.
That's
I
it.
won't get bust upside the head.
Right, right. Just as how these nations are follow behind Esau because he got the power right now, they fear him, man. And so they all submitting to his way. Well, we're going to be super glorified, man, in righteousness, okay? As I said, but Yahweh Shai going to be here on the planet Earth, physically here on the planet Earth, man, in his brand new body. We're going to have brand new bodies, man, okay, the 144,000. Glorified, man. So they're going to have no choice, all right, as the brother was saying, to worship us, man, all right? And we're heading into this right now, brothers and sisters. We are fulfilling Ezekiel 37 right now, man, okay? It's still parts of it that haven't been fulfilled yet, right? But it's happening. Go ahead, Doc.
God, that's it. You had any other precept?
All right, brother, that's it, bro.
God, hey, we hope y'all edified. I hope this lesson. With that, and give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. May double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, peace and salutations to the Achion, and to the elect that are scattered across the four corners of this earth, presenting truth and faith and sincerity. Hey, shalom to you all. Hey, shalom.
Shalom, shalom. Keep fighting, man.